cavalry.
Yes.
That was a really nice one to have.
Orchestra.
Get mining, guys. We need the coin. Now I can also build some ships. And they can mine this whale for me, which is what I'm going to do. And maybe, just maybe, I'll start making a small navy. Because I need ships to send my troops over there. I'm going to save that for now.
Ready one.
Okay. I need a siege factory. Or artillery foundry.
Yes.
I'm getting a whole bunch of different games mixed up here. So my food is doing good, my wood is doing great. Coin, not so much. Let's see if we can go to the next age. Sure we can. Oh, nope, we need 1,000 coin. It's gonna take some time. We can choose a boat, or a ship, and some wood, or some soldiers. I'll probably take the soldiers.
And visual.
But I'll start working on the trading post here. See, now I can set it to give me coin, which is a good idea. There's my guy. We're gonna try and take as much of this as we can. Looks like this one is only 3. But that is great. I often check on my home city from time to time.
Commandment.
Alright. Oh, looks like someone's come to pay a visit.
Commandment.
Oh, a little bit of spazzing out there. Looks like their ships have wandered into my territory. Now, I'm not facing one opponent, I'm facing 2. So, we know where yellow is pretty easily. But we don't really know where blue is. They're on the same island, so that won't be too difficult. By the time we get there, they're probably going to have a ton of ships waiting for us. Now, I don't really want or need a livestock pen at this point, but it's a good way to get a lot more food. You train sheep, and you task them to the pen, and they gradually increase the amount of food you get from them. And then when you kill them, you get that much food, which is great. So right now, I am going to the next stage. Get my longbowmen. I've barely had to make many units. I've just been getting them from my city, which is great. Got a nice sizable force now. I need some siege. Now, I find that grenadiers are really nice. They do really good at taking down buildings, but they're also really good at taking down units. Fortunately, it costs a lot of coin.
Yes.
And I've only got a few mines on this island. But, since I have this trading post, and all of them are set to coin, except the newest one. No problem. My explorer can hang out here. Alright. Just waiting for the next stage.
Come on, the man.
You guys all out of fish already. Eventually I'm gonna run into enemy territory, which won't be so good for my my little fishing ships. They're not so strong.
Yes.
I'll spread them out a little bit. Maximize their chances of survival. Grenadiers, as far as I'm concerned, are an awesome unit. They're my favorite. They don't cost as much or take up as much space, or they're not slow like cannons. There's just a lot of pros and barely any cons, as far as I'm concerned. Looks like they're impressed at the speed we're advancing here. That means they aren't prepared at all. Of course, I'm only facing easy units, so that's not surprising. They're not going to be prepared for me when I get there. They will not be a challenge, but this is more about how to get there, rather than what to do when you get there. Plantations are amazing. They're the coin equivalent of a mill. Making cotton. Cotton's really expensive. If you know anything about history, plantations did make a lot of money. I can have another town center, or I can have a fort. Forts are lovely. I think I'll take both. Now, a fort is a great thing to put on their island to make more... What is that? To make more units. Now a arsenal does all your military improvements. Very good to have. Especially before you go into the attack. They're all relatively inexpensive. No problems there.
Yes.
There's a fort wagon which is going with my troops to the New World. Or to the other side. Well, run out of population. Right here is your population limit. I got 130 out of 130 at the moment. So I'm going to need to build a few more. No problem though.
Ready. Yes.
And just like the mill, your plantation will have upgrades.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Commandment.
I'm going to put this town center right over here.
Yes.
That way I have two, just in case they come knocking. Looks like some port ship met their end.
Yes.
Galleon.
Evolve.
Lovely unit. This unit, well, makes more units. But it can only do so when it's close to shore. So if I have it dropping off my units, I can have it make more units and just sit there while my guys attack. Which will be lovely. So I'm going to make a frigate. My favorite unit.
Commander evolve.
Or my favorite ship, I guess.
Yes.
Only problem with the galleons, they don't broadside.
Ready.
And tiny little caravels broadside instead of the frigates. They're the ones that take down the enemy ships.
Commandment.
We're just about ready to move in, it looks like. I'm gonna make some more cavalry, I don't have much. I'll see how many more units I can make. Population, I've run out again.
Ready. Commandment. Yes.
Can I build more? Okay, I think 200 is the population limit. Yeah.
Heil Orchester. Ready.
There we go. As soon as these units are done, I'm going to move in. No sense in prolonging it any longer.
Yes, yes. Commander Menacer.
Now, clearly, my brigade is practically a super unit.
Ready. Yes.
It's very strong,
Yes, he was.
very big. If anything, it's got them beat in size. So I'm going to put all my units in there and try to protect it. And then if I need to put more, I'll put them in the Mary Rose over there. Cool thing they have is that your ships actually have names,
Yes.
which is cool. A little bit more realism in it.
Commandment.
I remember the earlier games.
Heil.
Well, they weren't that realistic, I'll tell you that much. But they were fun. They were really fun. I think I've played every Age of Empires game that's ever been made. They're just so much fun.
And
One thing I look for in strategy games is building.
Recht.
If you can't build awesome structures, and units. It's just boring. I really like spending my time and building my cities. As you can see, I've got it nicely organized and looking good. So let's see. Maybe I can do some of these upgrades. Maybe I can advance. Yes, I can. I'll take the coin because I'm gonna need it.
Commandment.
So I'm gonna check on my units. That one's done, that one's almost done, and that one's done. Those guys are gonna show up pretty soon. And now we're gonna move in. Most important thing to remember when attacking is keep your guys together. Some of them can, I don't know, get distracted, get lost, sit behind when they shouldn't be. So it's important to keep an eye on your units.
Ready.
Okay, are those four?
Yes.
And these guys? Okay. We're gonna pack them all onto ships.
Ewok.
Tile. Ready.
Run out of coin again.
Yes. Ready.
It's gonna be quite a task. This is almost enough for 2 or 3 armies.
I won.
They're not all gonna fit in that boat, but I can
Commandment.
Yes.
get them moving
Yes.
over there at least. Who
Tile.
is...
Focus.
Yep, clicking your idle citizen button, very good to do. Very good. And of course, you know, having your outposts upgraded and spread out. Oh,
Ready.
okay, we know
Imena
the boat is full.
Ready. Yes.
Into the merry roads, please. Is that one full as well?
I mean so. Commandment.
They can hold quite a number of units, which is great. And of course they stack, just like so.
Ready. Richt.
Yes.
Ready. Richt.
Ready.
Matthew,
Commandment.
Chatham,
Ready.
Chatham.
Commandment. Ready. Imena so.
I hope they don't have more ships than
Yes.
this.
Ewok. Imena so.
Okay, we're gonna... Oh, what's that? Oh, just a fishing boat.
Ewok. Imena so.
We're gonna go by the dock,
Ewok.
and of course, destroy it at the same time.
Imena.
Whoa. If I broadside, they're not gonna stand a chance.
Commandment.
But I should dump my units off as quickly as possible.
Commandment.
Ugh,
Wall.
looks like they destroyed one of my ships that had units in it. It's exactly the kind of thing you don't want to happen. There's a fine example.
Imena so.
Now that my units are here. Here's where the ships get finicky. And loaded. Alright, move in, guys. I'm gonna get my grenadiers on the towers. And of course, taking out the military buildings is
Ready.
very important. Gonna set up my fort. First town center, okay.
Tile. Yes. Imena so. Ready.
Richt. Wall. Commandment. Lay on.
Oh, they killed my fort.
Aboard.
See, here's a whole bunch of guys getting left behind. You know, keeping an eye on your guys is a very important thing.
Yes. West.
Ready. Ewok.
It's pretty loud. Hope you can hear me over them.
Yes. Ready. West.
Looks like yellow is practically destroyed. Oh. Another thing they added in. If you destroy most of an enemy, they can surrender. I'm gonna accept because I don't want to sit here forever and destroy every building, and we're gonna see if we can destroy blue. They're on this island somewhere. Not
Yes.
sure where. I'm gonna send a horse up
Commandment.
there and a horse down there. These guys can busy themselves with destroying the buildings. They feel like it. Of course, regrouping is a good thing to do.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
And of course,
Commandment.
checking on you guys from time to time.
Yes.
Although my fort
Yes,
was
ready.
destroyed, I don't think I'll be needing any reinforcements to take out the enemy.
Ready. Menaso. Igual.
Where are they?
Commandment. Yes.
It's a good idea to know where they are beforehand. Looks like I found them.
Ready. Yes. Leon.
Yes.
Right under my nose, pretty much.
Yes. He whiz.
Doesn't look like blue had much of a dock,
Commandment.
but I'm sure they'll surrender before we have to go hunting for each building.
Yes.
Cannons, of course, even though they have horses and wheels and wagons and whatnot, they are still pretty slow. Of course, always go for the military buildings first.
He whiz.
Is this all they have? No way.
Avon.
Yes. 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 Commandment. Commandment. Igual.
Doesn't look like they have much more. This is what you get for facing easy people.
Ready.
Town center is one building you really want to destroy,
Ready.
plus all the houses and all their ways of getting resources.
Ready.
Come on, Mr. Falcon. Pick a building. Of course, the cannons are different types. This one is more for units rather than buildings, but
Ready. Leon.
I'm not really in the last stage.
Yes.
Looks like he refuses to give up. Not for long. Seems to be coming from somewhere.
Yes.
Maybe he has another. Ah, there's a dock. You just want to keep selecting all your units and giving them targets. Pretty good idea.
Commandment.
Looks like all resistance is pretty much wiped out.
Commandment.
Yes.
Set their wagons. Oh. So he has surrendered to us, so victory is ours. He pretty much had nothing else left. So there you go. That's how you do it. Thanks for watching. I'm Trifinity Vortex, and this is Age of Empires 3, if you didn't already know that. It's going to be split into several parts, so stick around. And, see you guys later. Bye!